What's going on, everybody? Resale Rabbit here. So a lot of you don't like shipping big heavy things. I'm going to show you a way that's a little bit easier. It will cost more money to do so, but it's a lot easier to do. Let me show you this thing that I have here. This came out of a hospital. It seems to work. I plugged it in, powered it on, all the buttons worked. Obviously it's sold as is. I mentioned listing what tests I did and what I didn't do. It's got some oxygen thing here. This thing is glass, very fragile. It might be plastic. Either way, still very fragile. This thing is heavy as well. This is a CRT monitor in here. This is 42 pounds and it's really big. The buyer paid $95 plus $71.25 shipping. So this is gonna be a nightmare to ship out. So what I'm gonna do is bring it to a local place and they're gonna do it for me. So the UPS stores in just about every major city, and they will do packing and shipping for you, but they are very expensive. So try to find a cheaper place, local mom and pop type place, that will bill you to pack it up and then ship it out. Now, one thing that I did do is I did figure out how much it will cost me to ship with Pirate Ship. It's, let me grab my notes here, $54.22 for me to ship. I'm going to see if they can ship it for around the same price, but at the very least, I'm going to pay them to pack it up safely in a box. All right, I'm at the pack and ship in De Pere, about 10 minutes away from me. I've got that thing back there. So we're going to get this thing shipped out, see how much it costs. All right, so they're estimating about $36 or so. They're charging me for two 20-inch boxes. They're going to telescope them together. That's $5.75 a box, so $11 for a little over $11 for two boxes. So it may be wise to bring them a box. I have a 24-inch cube it would probably fit into. If I brought that in, that might save me $11, but I'm not driving all the way back to the warehouse and all the way back here. It's 20 minutes of driving to save $10. In the future, it makes sense. And I'm getting a phone call. Don't know who you are. So we'll see exactly how much it costs. They said a couple hours. They'll give me a call and let me know when it's done. So the grand total was $36.91. That's just for packing. It cost me $55.12 to ship. They were not able to match that rate that I get with Pirate Ship. They were able to get a comparable rate with FedEx, which, you know, would have made sense if I was just trying to ship it, but I did have priority mail on the listing, so the buyer paid for priority, and I need to go with priority to get it shipped in time. Had I done a slower shipping service like UPS Ground or something, which honestly I should have, I could have weighed my options and found other ways to ship it. Now, because they are a shipping place, I was able to just bring in a shipping label. They slapped it on the box, and they're shipping it out for me. So nice and easy. Didn't need to haul the box to another post office. So $36.91, right? $37. If I were to use my own packing materials, my own box, my own bubble wrap, that would probably cost me between $10 and $15 in materials. Remember, I didn't need to do that. So honestly, it's like $20 or $25 extra that I paid for their services to pack up the item. Well worth it to me, because that would have been a nightmare to ship. So it makes sense to find a place like this if you want to try shipping big oxy items. I've seen this place ship pieces of furniture before, small like end tables, where they box them up and actually ship them out as a parcel. So obviously your numbers have to make sense. You have to be able to add the cost. It makes sense to call around to these places and see if you can get what their rates are. This place charges, I believe, like $20 an hour. I think. Don't quote me on that. But they do charge an hourly rate plus packing and shipping supplies. I wonder if it says on the receipt here what their hourly rate is, actually. Let's see. Box 20 by 20 by 20. Two of them at $5.75 each. Foam board 2-inch by, it doesn't say it, just 2-inch foam board. 12 of them they used at $1.23 each. Bubble wrap, 1/2 inch, 5 at 63 cents each. And it just says Pro Pack, $7.50. I don't know if that's a flat rate or if they just enter it in. So that's kind of how the price breaks down. So as long as your margins make sense to do this, it's worth it. I don't recommend the UPS store because they can be very expensive. You might pay over $100 for this packing job. But call around to local places like this that do packing and shipping services and see what their prices are and see if it makes sense for you. So I hope that helps. It helps me, so I hope it helps you. So I will see you guys in the next one. I'm going to go do some thrifting. I'm not taking you with on this one, but I'm going to do it anyways. See ya!